Listen carefully, because the next 18 minutes could literally shift how you think about success forever. I'm about to break down the exact secrets that made Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and Warren Buffett three of the most successful people on this planet. And I'm warning you, if you click away even for a moment, you will miss a life-changing idea that could be the difference between staying stuck or building your dream life. So stay with me till the very last scene, because the last principle might just blow your mind and wake you up completely. You know, we look at billionaires and think, they must have had everything figured out. They must have been born lucky, or had rich parents, or just got lucky with timing. But that's not the truth. Bill Gates started as a geeky kid who got obsessed with programming when no one even knew what computers were. Mark Zuckerberg was a shy college student who spent nights in his dorm room coding. Warren Buffett was a boy from Omaha who went door to door selling chewing gum and soda bottles. These were normal kids who made themselves extraordinary. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about. How ordinary people turn themselves into game changers. And yes, you can do it too. Let's start with their first secret. Obsession. People think obsession is a bad word. But if you want to achieve something great, you need to be obsessed. Bill Gates would sneak into the computer lab at night just to get extra time coding. He wasn't paid. No one told him to do it. He simply loved it so much that he couldn't stop. Mark Zuckerberg built programs as a teenager just for fun. Warren Buffett spent his teenage years reading every single book on investing he could find in the local library. That's not normal, and that's the point. Average people stop at interest. Successful people go deep until they become obsessed. That obsession is what makes them experts, leaders, visionaries. If you find something you can't stop thinking about, lean into it. That could be your billion-dollar idea. Now here's something nobody tells you. Focus beats intelligence. People think Gates and Zuckerberg were geniuses. Sure, they're smart, but that wasn't enough. The truth is, they learned how to block out noise and focus on one thing for years. Gates left Harvard not because he was reckless, but because he wanted 100% focus on Microsoft. Zuckerberg ignored 1,000 distractions at Harvard to build Facebook. Warren Buffett has been saying for decades that the secret to his success is saying no to almost everything. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You just need to be the most focused. Most people fail not because they are stupid, but because they are distracted. If you can stay locked in on one goal for 5 years while everyone else is chasing trends, you win. This one changed my life. They never stop learning. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. 500. That's more than most people read in a year. Bill Gates takes what he calls think weeks, where he completely isolates himself just to read and think about the future. Zuckerberg once committed to reading one new book every 2 weeks, not for school, not for work, but just to grow. Here's the truth. Your income will rarely grow faster than you do. The people who rise to the top are learners. They outlearn everyone else around them. So here's my challenge to you. Start with just 1 hour a day. 1 hour where you put away the phone, turn off Netflix, and just study something that moves you closer to your goals. Do that for a year, and watch how much smarter, sharper, and more confident you become. This one is uncomfortable. Risk. All 3 of these men made decisions that scared them. Gates dropped out of Harvard when Microsoft wasn't even guaranteed to succeed. Zuckerberg turned down early offers to sell Facebook when he could have been set for life. because he believed it could be much bigger. Buffett invests when the market is in free fall, when everyone else is panicking. Most people wait for life to feel safe before they move. That day never comes. The truth is, if your goals don't scare you a little, they're not big enough. The difference between successful people and everyone else is that they take action even when they're afraid. Another powerful lesson: they didn't do it alone. Bill Gates had Paul Allen. Zuckerberg had Dustin Moskovitz and his early Facebook team. Warren Buffett has Charlie Munger. The people around you can either drag you down or pull you up. Ask yourself this: are the people around you pushing you to grow, or are they keeping you small? Sometimes success is as simple as changing your circle. Surround yourself with people who think bigger than you, who force you to level up. If you don't have those people yet, start looking for them. They will change your life. This one separates the winners from everyone else. Discipline. Motivation is easy. Discipline is rare. Bill Gates worked weekends, sometimes sleeping in the office. Zuckerberg shows up every day no matter what is happening in the world. Buffett spends hours reading quietly while others are looking for excitement. It's boring, yes, but that's the point. Success is built in those boring hours where no one is watching. So the next time you don't feel like working on your dream, remind yourself, this is what will separate you from 99% of the world. And finally, for part 1, long-term thinking. This is what almost nobody does. People want instant results, instant success, instant money. Gates didn't build Microsoft for a quick paycheck. He wanted to put a computer on every desk. Zuckerberg is already thinking about the next decade with the metaverse. Warren Buffett buys companies planning to hold them for decades, not flip them for a quick profit. If you want to win big, stop asking, how fast can I get this? And start asking, how far can I go if I stay consistent for the next 10 years? This shift in thinking is what turns ordinary careers into empires. Now let's get real. Failure. None of these three became successful without making mistakes. Gates' first company, Trafo Data, completely failed. Zuckerberg made a lot of early decisions that almost got Facebook shut down. Warren Buffett admits he's made billion-dollar mistakes buying the wrong companies. But here's the difference. They don't let failure define them. They use failure as feedback. Most people quit the moment they fall down. Winners ask, what can I learn from this? And then they get back up faster. The next time you fail, don't hide from it. Write down what went wrong and turn it into a lesson. That's how you grow. This is a big one. Ownership. Successful people don't waste time blaming the economy, blaming the government, blaming their parents, blaming luck. Gates took responsibility for building Microsoft's future, even when competitors were crushing them. Zuckerberg took full responsibility when Facebook faced criticism. He didn't disappear. He showed up and faced Congress. Buffett never blames the market. He blames his own decisions. If you want power over your life, you must take ownership of everything: your mistakes, your results, your habits. Because the moment you say, it's someone else's fault, you give away control of your future. This is Warren Buffett's favorite word, compounding. He says, my wealth came from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest. Compounding is not just about money. It's about life. Small daily habits compound. Reading compounds. Skills compound. Relationships compound. Bill Gates spent over a decade building Microsoft before it really exploded. Zuckerberg spent years improving Facebook before it became the global giant it is today. The lesson? Play the long game. Be patient enough to let your hard work compound, because most people quit right before the magic starts happening. Here's what almost no one understands. Money was never the end goal for these men. Gates wanted to put a computer on every desk. Zuckerberg wanted to connect the world. Buffett just loves the game of investing. If your only goal is money, you will burn out. If your goal is impact, money becomes the byproduct. So ask yourself, what's the bigger mission behind your work? Who are you helping? How will the world be different because you existed? Find that reason, and you'll never run out of energy. Let's talk about time. The one thing you can never get back. Gates is ruthless with his calendar. He plans his weeks with precision. Zuckerberg wears the same style of clothes every day to avoid wasting mental energy on small decisions. Buffett spends most of his day reading and thinking, not rushing from meeting to meeting. Most people waste hours scrolling, binge-watching, gossiping, but success is built minute by minute. If you master your time, you master your life. Start today. Write down where your hours are going. You'll be shocked how much of your life you're giving away for free. This one is beautiful. Humility. Gates, Zuckerberg, Buffett. Despite being billionaires, they're known for living relatively simple lives. Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. Gates spends time working on global health issues instead of just showing off his wealth. Zuckerberg wears a hoodie and eats at normal restaurants. Why? Because success without humility turns into arrogance, and arrogance destroys empires. Stay grounded. No matter how much money you make, remember where you came from. People respect those who stay human. Let's talk about energy, because without energy, nothing else matters. These three take care of their health. Gates plays tennis. Zuckerberg is into fitness and surfing. Buffett manages stress by doing what he loves. You can't build an empire if you're exhausted, sick, or burned out. Sleep well. Move your body. Eat better. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. So treat your body like a high-performance machine. This is the final secret before we wrap up. Giving back. Gates has donated billions through the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation. Zuckerberg pledged 99% of his Facebook shares to charity. Buffett is giving away most of his fortune. Here's the truth. Real success is not just about what you get. It's about what you give. If you want to feel truly fulfilled, start contributing. Help someone. Teach someone. Share your knowledge. You don't need billions to make a difference. Just start where you are. And now, here's where I leave you with a choice. You can either close this video, go back to scrolling, and forget everything you heard, or you can pick just one of these secrets and start applying it today. Imagine if you chose focus for the next 90 days. Where would you be? Imagine if you read every day for a year. How much smarter would you become? Imagine if you stopped blaming and took full ownership. How much power would you suddenly have? Your future is not written yet. Bill Gates was just a kid who loved computers. Zuckerberg was just a college student. Buffett was just a boy reading books in Omaha. They weren't special. They made special decisions. So here's my challenge. Pick one secret, commit to it for the next 30 days, and come back to tell me how your life changed. Because one day, your story could inspire millions too. The question is, will you take the first step? And hey, if this video gave you even one new idea that could change your life, do me a favor. Hit that like button right now so YouTube knows to show it to more people who need this message. And if you want more real coaching like this, not fluff, not random quotes, but practical, step-by-step strategies to win in life and business, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an upload. Also, share this video with a friend or family member who needs a little push right now. You never know. This could be the exact video that inspires them to get serious about their dreams. We're building a community here of people who want to think bigger, focus harder, and actually take action. If that's you, welcome to the family.